Okay, now let us talk about this monkeypox situation, right? Now we've got an article here from the BBC News Online, and what do they say? We should get our information from credible sources, right? So we need to use critical thinking. We need to connect the dots. Now, the article is by a Rachel Shearer, right? I hope I got her name correct. And she's a health and disinformation reporter, right? And first up headline, monkeypox wasn't created in a lab and other claims debunked, right? There are no plans for a monkeypox lockdown. So they are saying. A common fear shared online is that restriction on movement are being planned. One account told followers to get ready for monkeypox lockdown and monkeypox tyranny. Stay home, protect the NHS, save lives, right? Now, in the interest of time, we'll be going over this article really fast. We have another heading. There is no evidence it was released from a lab. It is not surprised people's mind now turn to COVID when news of an unfamiliar virus outbreak. But the Institute of Strategic Dialogue has noted that recent outbreaks of monkeypox were also reviving the spread of a set of cut and paste conspiracies which have been used over the past 2 years to mislead people during the COVID pandemics. That word again, conspiracy, right? Now, hear this. No evidence the outbreak was planned, right? There are those claiming online that current monkeypox outbreak was deliberately planned. Well, if it's not planned, then how do you explain all of a sudden they're coming up with a pandemic treaty? If it wasn't planned, how do you explain why Bill Gates telling us that the next one will be much worse and we're going to most definitely feel it? How do you explain all of that? You haven't debunked that part, right? Is it a coincidence that these people are doing simulation of monkey virus outbreaks? Is it a coincidence, right? So what do you how do you expect people to think when they are seeing a whole lot of things lining up, right? And you're debunking, but no one is debunking the fact that they've got a pandemic treaty working on. So they must be expecting something while they're working on a pandemic treaty. And the next part is that monkeypox is not linked to COVID vaccine. This claim has taken two forms. Some point to the fact that the AstraZeneca vaccine uses a virus found in chimpanzee, modified so it cannot replicate and spread. Now, you have, if first I go on to say, these social media posts then suggest a link between vaccine employing that chip virus and the monkeypox outbreak. So they are debunking what people are saying regarding the monkeypox outbreak, right? But I want you all to debunk this, right? Coming from your credible source. Now, this article is the 16th of October 2020. It's by Helena Kelly for the Daily Mail, right? And they are telling us that Russia spreads fake news claiming Oxford coronavirus vaccine will turn people into monkeys and portrays Boris Johnson as a Bigfoot, right? So Russia made claims against the AstraZeneca vaccine, as your credible sources state, the Mail Online. Russia made claims against the AstraZeneca vaccine, stating it will turn us into monkeys. Right? Now, that is not far off from the monkeypox virus, because after all, it is coming from monkeys. Was Russia trying to tell us something more? Right? And they just stop at saying that the AstraZeneca vaccine will turn us into monkeys? Well, I'm not spreading medical misinformation. I am just reading your articles that you claim that we should use credible sources YouTube. right? And if the credible sources is the BBC, you need to ask them where they get the information from. And if your credible source is the Mail Online, you need to go and ask them where they get it from, because that is where I'm getting my information from, right? Russia was spreading fake news claiming that the AstraZeneca vaccine was going to turn people into monkeys, right? And we need to use critical thinking and connect the dots and ask questions. Was Russia trying to tell us something? Was Russia trying to warn us about something about the COVID-19 vaccine, but they fall short in telling us the entire story? People connect the dots and ask questions. I'm not here spreading medical misinformation. I'm here just using the credible sources, right? Seeing as BBC is debunking things that is being said, right? Then we have to go over to what Russia had been saying about the AstraZeneca vaccine, right? People connect the dots, use critical thinking, and ask questions. What is it that Russia knows that we need to find out? We need to pray and say, glory be to the Most High.